안녕하세요. 오늘의 주제는 오픽 준비하시는 분들이 필수적으로 챙겨가시는 국내 여행입니다. 제가 이 주제를 안 다뤘더라고요. 총 4문제 가져왔고요. 좋아하는 여행지, 국내 여행 활동 루틴, 과거와 현재의 국내 여행 경향 비교, 그리고 인상적인 국내 여행 경험, 이렇게 4문제에 대한 답변 해보도록 하겠습니다.
In your background survey, you indicated that you enjoy domestic travel. Where do you like to visit? Which do you prefer, mountains or beaches? Describe the place you like to visit and why you like to go there.
Well, I have many favorite travel spots in Korea, but when I think about it, most of them are actually beaches. I guess I prefer the sea over the mountains. You know, when I get away from a busy city filled with tall buildings and see the wide open ocean, it just feels like all the stress goes away. Among all the beaches I've been to, I especially love Gyeongpo Beach on the East Coast. I've been there at least 4 times, and it's always amazing. In the summer, I can swim in the clear water and play beach volleyball with my friends on the sand. Also, I can even try exciting activities like riding a jet ski or parasailing there. Those moments are just unforgettable. I love every second of it whenever I'm gliding above the water. You know what I mean. And of course, one of the best parts of going to the beach is eating fresh raw fish at a restaurant nearby. I'm a huge fan of sashimi, so it's kind of a must whenever I visit. So yeah, that's why I keep visiting beaches when it comes to domestic travel in Korea. It's beautiful, fun, and just makes me feel refreshed every single time. I'm looking forward to another trip to the beach this summer.
While on a domestic trip, what is your usual routine? Describe the activities you engage in during the week and on the weekends, highlighting the things you enjoy doing in the new environment.
Well, whenever I go on a domestic trip, the first thing I do is decide where to go and book a place to stay. After that, I think about how to get there. If the destination is really far or I feel like it might be too tiring, I sometimes take a train or an express bus. But these days, I prefer driving my own car because it's just more convenient. You know, I can move around freely and visit different spots without worrying about transportation. Once I arrive, I usually visit famous tourist attractions. I love taking pictures, so I always bring my tripod with me and capture some nice snapshots. I mean, in the end, all we have left from a trip are the memories and the photos, right? And of course, the highlight of any trip for me is trying local food. I make sure to visit highly rated local restaurants. Honestly, even if it's expensive, I never hesitate to spend money on food during a trip. I think it's worth it. So yeah, these small moments from a trip give me special memories that help me escape from my boring daily routine. That's why I love traveling.
Reflect on the changes you've observed in domestic travel habits and accommodations over the past 5 or 10 years. Compare the differences between trips now and during your earlier experiences, highlighting evolving trends.
You know, I think domestic travel habits have changed a lot in the past 10 years, especially because of mobile apps and social media. In the past, when I wanted to book a place to stay, I had to call the hotel directly. But now, it's totally different. With just a few taps on my phone, I can compare different accommodations, check the pictures, read reviews, and book the one that's the best value for money. The same thing goes for finding restaurants. Before, I had to just follow my friends' recommendations or take a guess. But now, I can simply open a map app, check ratings, read honest reviews, and pick the best place. Also, in the past, it was kind of hard to get detailed travel information. But now, I can search on YouTube and watch really helpful review videos about any destination in Korea. So, yeah, with the internet and smartphones, preparing for domestic trips has become way easier and more convenient. I think these changes allow anyone to plan and enjoy a trip freely without much stress.
What is the most memorable experience you have had while traveling domestically? When and where did you go? What happened? Why was it memorable? Describe the experience in detail.
You know, the most memorable domestic trip I've ever had was when I went to Busan with my friends during my summer vacation in college. It was such an exciting trip because we went there for the Busan Fireworks Festival and also visited the famous Busan Aquarium. The fireworks festival was just breathtaking. We found this perfect spot right by the beach, so we could see the fireworks up close. When the first firework exploded in the sky, the whole sky lit up in so many colors. I could even feel the vibration in my chest. I took so many beautiful pictures and videos that night. The next day, we went to the Busan Aquarium, and that was another highlight. I saw the coolest and scariest shark I've ever seen in my life. It was huge with sharp teeth and piercing eyes. It was both terrifying and fascinating at the same time. Overall, that trip was just so visually amazing. It was truly a feast for my eyes, and that's why it's still so memorable to me. 네, 이렇게 해서 여러 가지 주제에 응용 가능한 필수적인 주제인 국내 여행에 대한 네 문제 답변 모두 해보았습니다. 오늘도 영상 시청해주셔서 감사드립니다.